to this game, Pancake against the Messiah Complex. We got the first turnover from overhead right away. We have to just jump right into it since people are taking a train or whatever. There's some extra rules here for the finals. It's a 45 minutes hard cap. Unless there's a draw, then you play one more point. Oh, that's a nice grab from Christian there. Yeah. So, and I think finals plays to 15 points, doesn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, you can see Pancakes had the first break of the game. Messiah Complex is working hard. Messiah Complex in colorful suits, while Pancake is in red and dark red suits. And Christian gets the score from Ibra. Christian gets the score from Ibra. Nice first break there from Pancake. And let's see how this game goes. So from Messiah Complex we have from Sweden coming here. It's another brick mark here. Brick is when a goes out sideline or backline, you can take it in front of the field, where Martin, who has the disc now, stops and throws the disc. That's Patrick is the guy with a long black hair, gets the disc there. Plays it back to Mikael, to Martin, to Patrick. He's looking back, but there's nothing there. To Mikael. Mikael's looking for overhead, straight down to Martin. This has been their tactics the whole tournament. Messiah Complex has done this all time, just bombing up those blades. So we'll see if Pancake can score against them, or defend against that. Yeah, it's another chair. So I don't think I introduced myself. I'm Aslak, and just now I got another commentator. Who are you?
Oh, my name is Håkon Låstad. I play for BSI 2 for this tournament.
Yeah, for this tournament I played with Tromsø Studentidretten.
Nobody cares about us, Aslak. What do you think about this game?
Well, I just said that the tactic of Messiah Complex has been the whole tournament to do lots of knives and blades, right? So I think Pancake needs to stop those. And they just scored on a blade. And they have Martin and Mikael, the two guys on the front of the field here, that does those blades best, I think. And then you have some new players. I think Pancake needs to rely on their own game and really stop those. That's a beautiful DA from Mikael here against Christian.
Very nice play.
Let's see.
So Messiah Complex on offense here.
Yeah, and he's looking to throw that disc, Mikael. Gets it to Patrick.
Very scary because every time any Messiah Complex player really has the disc, they threaten a score.
Yeah, you can see they're holding the disc like in a foreign grip. Just. Oh, that's a beautiful catch from Patrick.
That actually looked in. That was incredible.
It's an incredible catch.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, it was. The Pancake player almost had it in his arms. You can see number 23, James.
James, yeah.
Yeah, James. He just pushed it a bit, but he just wobbled a little bit. Fine. So it's now. No, this one. No, this one. These ones.
Or which? Okay.
I don't know who's.
I don't see the disc.
Who's the
The disc is over there.
Okay.
Messiah scored.
Okay.
Yeah. So nice.
Yeah. Okay, so that score's right. It's 2-1 for Messiah. And in contrast to the other game, just now, is that there's been a lot of turnovers so far. Every point's a turnover, so first Pancake turning over, then Messiah turning over, and another turnover for Messiah. So it's going to be exciting to see what Pancake will do to get this stable offense going.
What can you tell me about the road these two teams have taken to the final, Aslak?
Well, Messiah has had a rocky road, you could say, because they have three or four very experienced players, and then they have two players who are, or three players who has almost never been to a tournament before. I think the two girls on the team are really inexperienced, and one of the guys also hasn't played much before. So that's exciting, but they had a really good learning curve, and they're playing really nice, of course, to get in finals. And Christian gets to score again.
Nice.
For Pancake.
So what I've heard from...
Yeah.
I played Messiah Complex, and they lost their first game to Ekeberg. Is that correct?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think that's right. They are some very experienced players. I mean, Martin, who is the gentleman with not so much hair, has played for 23 years.
Yeah, 23 years. That's a lot.
I think he was on the Swedish team that won European Championships in like 2012 or so.
Yeah.
He's at least incredibly good. The other gentlemen on the team are also really, really good with varied experience. I believe the two ladies are not.
No, they played like less than a year, I think.
Yeah, but still, they're doing a remarkable job keeping up with these very, very experienced teammates.
Yeah, and I think that, like, when you have some experienced players and some not experienced players on the team, like the first game, they are hard, but now they play together. It's only 6 players, so they really know each other. While Pancake, of course, is an established team, so their way. Oh, that's just defended there from Eric. Gets a finger on the desk.
That's a really nice defense.
Yeah, really nice defense from Eric.
Clutch and important defense.
Really important defense.
I believe for Pancake, they also lost their first game against the new team from Oslo Brickers. And when I heard that, I thought maybe they had brought in like a weaker team. But I think they just had a bit of a rough start getting into things, and now they're, how do you say in English, tanna på alle plugger?
Well, they're firing on all
cylinders. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that's a beautiful catch from Ibra in the end zone.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, let's see it again. It's he just toes it in. And
funny if this is the one time we don't get a replay.
Yeah, maybe it is. Who knows? So that was a beautiful pass.
Really well done from Ibra to get open here.
Here we go. You see this shaky disc, and he just gets it in, lands as quickly as possible, and jumps into the wall. That's the advantage of a plastic wall, I guess.
Yeah, you can run into it.
It doesn't hurt.
Charge that wall.
Yeah.
Someone should stand behind there and just.
Maybe we should like pad all the walls with mats.
So extremely even game here. I mean, it'd be hard to. I'm no fan of Pancake generally, but when they represent the Norwegian honor, it's hard not to try to root for the Reds.
Yeah, and I know up 3-2. And there's been turnovers at every point, so this is an open game. And
Martin Carlsen here with the disc to Bubu.
Yeah, if you look at Martin Carlsen when he throws, he has this.
It's like a contentious run, but
that's pass against Ibra, and that's some physical contact, but I think both are okay with it, so that's fine.
Yeah, they can both live with it. Pass to Frode. Oh, risky pass to Eric.
I was about to say, if you see Martin Carlsen when he has the disc, he has this special way of faking. He just looks, his throws are so clean and straight. It's incredible.
Yeah. Back to Eric.
That's what you get when you play 22 years. And that's a beautiful pass, Christian to Ibra. Pancake just plays it around the field a lot, back and forth and sideways, and makes those opportunities happen.
So, what's the point cap? How far are we playing?
I think we're playing, there's a time cap and a point cap, so we're playing to 15.
Game to 15.
Unless it's 45 minutes, that's a hard time cap, because a lot of players are coming from the south of Trondheim, and they're taking a train, and we have to get it, right? So the train leaves at 15.
Oh, really? Okay.
30, 29.
So for
they want to shower and get home.
So for reference, if you're watching at home at a later date, it's now 2 o'clock. The train leaves at 3:30?
Yeah, it's like 1.5 hours till the train leaves. And
it's a 45-minute game. So cutting it close.
Yeah, so the tournament said that all the games are done like 14, 35, but obviously the last bronze final was 10 minutes late, right? So we pushed that time frame a little bit.
Let's see if they can convert here.
And
Messiah
Patrick
Complex.
with a beautiful dump tap to Martin. And he just holds it like he's gonna throw overhead. But he just throws it back in to what's the name again?
Yes.
Let's see who it is.
We have to apologize to Messiah Complex.
Mikael.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's a stall out call on the field, which means Pancake get to pick up the disc. Stall out means
you can see
countertake.
Christian like hits his head. That's a sign for stall out.
For sure. So Pancake, can they convert on this offense? They've been pretty solid so far.
Yeah. What's often happening for turnouts is turnovers, like breaking the game, is that during like the first 5 passes, there's a big chance of turning over because you're psyched up and you got a break and you want to score.
Nice feat by James, jumping it in, and that's 5-2 for Pancake.
Is that his new name? James Jumping?
I'm not sure it's his new name. It can be a name we like force him to have on this
Yeah,
team.
that's a
We have the power.
Jumping James.
Jumping James from now on.
Jumping James scores again.
All right, you see here, giving high fives to his teammate.
Yep.
Pretty handsome man. I mean,
What?
and probably a nice guy.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
All right, so we see here Ben getting ready, telling his team what he wants them to do. He's going to pull the disc and forehand.
There he goes.
goal.
Straight out to
Martin picks it
Martin.
up.
So, can you see those suits? Like, Patrick has a. It says on his suit, it says little brother. And I think number 13 there says storebror. Are they actually brothers? Håkon?
I don't know. Oh, bit of a miscommunication
Yeah.
here. Frode picks up the disc for Pancake to Christian, to Ben. Ben
But
looking
it's just
for
looking for
options.
score and Ibra takes it in.
And yeah, just thunders at Ibra. Very nice score.
Yeah.
What's going on with the Messiah Complex? Are they just tired, or what do you think, Kazak?
Well, you could see like the first score, and we talked about it earlier, that they want to bomb the disc with a blade or a hammer. And really, Pancake has stopped it. We haven't seen a hammer or blade to the end zone since that first point. And I think Pancake is forcing them to play a calmer, easier game and taking away the deep shots. And that brings them out of their own game, basically. So
Yeah.
they have to adapt, and I guess in a few points they're gonna get some points again, but this kind of change of tactic, whatever they done the whole tournament, that's kind of a big change. So I think that's a good tactic from Pancake to force them to play shorter passes.
I think it would be fair to say that Messiah Complex, more than most teams, are they sort of have to play through their strong players.
Yes.
At least against Pancake, this is truer for them than for Pancake. So if you can take out, let's say, if you can stop Martin from doing whatever he wants, if you can stop number 97.
And that's a score.
Hey, listen, I know all these names.
If you can stop Martin,
And
Patrick, and Michael.
Then you've done a lot of work. And
Yeah.
no offense to the two others, but they're not quite at the level of the three former mentioned
Yeah.
on the field at any time, really.
Mikael scored this point, and that was from Martin or Patrick. So it was Patrick to Mikael. Yeah. So these three are the top players of this team, and if you can take away their handling capacity and really place a hard mark on them.
Yeah, so in defense, we're about to see a defense point from Messiah Complex.
Yeah.
What would you do, or how do you stop Pancake?
That's a hard question, Håkon.
Well, that's why I asked it, and before
So-
you asked it of me.
So what I would do is that Pancake has Ibra, right? He loves getting this. He loves getting a score, and you can see him going straight to the end zone. And I would put like the strongest man on him and just go for it.
Sneaky
Nice
defense.
poachy defense from Martin. Was actually defending Ibra, but I think him and Peter was having kind of a half zone defense. They take each their side, and that's a good defense, because 1 against 1 in the end zone, I think Ibra will win on the offense.
Oh,
It's a beautiful scuba going for the
scuba.
shoulder,
getting the break point,
And-
and it's 4-6.
and it's also overhead point. Like
Is that,
I think they scored
is that
one.
extra? You get extra
oh,
points?
No, but Messiah has scored 3 or 4 points for overhead shots.
Oh,
So,
that bottle spilled. There's water on the field now.
oh, that's not good. That's dangerous. Where? Oh, whatever. We'll see if somebody slips in it.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope not.
All right. So, nice defense conversion from Messiah Complex. They get another chance at defending.
And so,
Let's see if they can get another of those poachy, sneaky Ds.
and we talked about these 3 persons, and we see Martin takes the D and throws the score. It's
Christian going
dominating the
deep.
field.
James coming in.
Oh,
Oh,
almost another poachy D. You can see
see
Martin
if
looking for
Martin
those
can
with his experience. We have jumping James,
Ah!
and Ben
Oh,
goes,
I'm not supposed
shoots
to.
it. Shoots it to Christian.
I'm not supposed to call up. Nice pass from Ben. Nice cut
Yeah.
from Christian. Very nice. I would say one of the Pancake team, very strong individual players.
Yeah.
And one of the things they can benefit from is they don't have like a selected handler and a selected cutter. They can just all fill the roles.
Yeah.
More so than Messiah Complex, who need like a very structured, this is the handler, this is the... So you, it's hard, if you take out one Pancake player, he'll just go away and another one will come in.
Yeah. So do they actually have any stars? Like,
Pancake?
yeah. Like,
Well, I
who's
mean-
the star of the team?
I mean, it's hard not to mention Ben. He is just a monster on the field.
Yeah.
And he throws the disc wherever he wants. You can just put on whatever force you want. Doesn't matter. Ben's going to throw it wherever he wants to.
Yeah.
Also rough not to mention both Ibra and Foda. Very, very both experienced and solid players to have on your team.
We can see Pancake actually setting up a zone defense there. It's a 2-2-1 zone. So you have 2 going for the disc and 2 in the middle and 4 in the back taking out the deep shots. It's a risky proposition against Messiah, who loves to throw overheads. Let's see, they're gonna put up a wall now with 2, and Foda gets it.
Getting too ambitious with the throw, trying to fight against the zone.
Yeah, and Foda, it's a fast and tall player, can jump high, and he reads the game, so he as a deep player in the zone defense just takes that out. And you see Ben beats his mark by 10 meters in indoor, and that's amazing. Oh, bit of
for
miscommunication.
Too bad.
Foda puts it up too early. Actually,
Too bad.
You
It
can,
was pretty good. It was just read the wrong way by the receiver.
yeah. He had a plan in his head, and Hannah thought it was going the other way, but it was faking out his defender. So that happens a lot.
So that means Messiah Complex pick up and they get to play against the zone again.
Yeah, and they really need this point. They're down by 3 for Pancake, so they need this point. And
Need
there's
to
a zone again.
Fill that hole in the middle there.
Oh, just over there.
Very nice. That was the correct idea. It was
It's
just
a beautiful
unlucky.
pass. Beautiful
A
pass.
little bit unlucky. Do it next time.
Yeah, shit happens. Everybody loses this once in a while.
Very close defense here
So-
from Messiah Complex.
And here we go. Almost has to this down number 27.
Unlucky or a little bit of an ambitious pass.
So Eric just has his finger on it, but just up.
Martin
There we see another one of those.
showing clear frustration.
And you can see
his
they
team
actually
doesn't do
prefer throwing a blade instead of a forehand, regular forehand there.
Yeah. Oh, risky all the way across, getting in the middle. So
Still-
here, this is what Pancake call the wall. They have 3 people in the end zone trying to limit the scoring options of the other team. It'll be very interesting to see how Messiah Complex choose to deal with this.
So you can see they're actually not doing very well, because you can see the 2 persons in the end zone. They're just running in straight behind the defenders and doing nothing actually. So what do you want to do against the wall is you want to double team one side and make it pull over to make a jump in, or make them actually move their wall to one side, but they're just running behind each other and not working together.
I think this is where, sadly, the inexperience of some of the Messiah Complex players comes in.
Yeah.
That if you have all the players in the end zone not know how to beat a zone, that will hurt you in the long run.
Yep. I think that what they should do is play one of the 3 guys in the end zone and work together with one outside, and then we will see a quick score against the zone again.
Either that or set up the jump-in score.
Yeah.
That is a very legitimate way to score against the wall setup.
Yeah, but then you need to have, and that's a beautiful score from Erik to Frode.
That was a long point.
Across field, long point, and it's 8-4.
See here, the Swedes are hanging a little bit with their heads. They look a little bit tired and frustrated. Let's see if they can find a smart way to get through the zone. Martin here is trying to explain to his teammates what he wants them to do.
Yeah. So actually, we played, my team, TSI, won the 13th place, and we played Messiah Complex yesterday. And we played an even score for them for 15 minutes, because we stopped the bombs and they couldn't do anything else. And it seems the same is happening here. Pancake set up a defense that they can't bomb through, like throw hammers and blades and scubas, and they're struggling against it.
Yep.
And you can see, like, they place one of the least experienced players in the end zone and throws a crappy throw. That's what happens.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's just unlucky reading of the receiver.
Yeah.
Or the throw was a bit short, but that was a good shot. Frode was, I would say, out of position.
It's open, but still, like, she's played for, I think, half a year or less than half a year.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to say, like, who cares?
Who cares?
Like,
Beautiful.
If she's
Beautiful.
open, you're supposed to hit that.
Yeah. Of course. But you should hit that, not too short.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it doesn't matter how experienced the receiver is. It matters if she's in good position, and she was in really good position.
Yeah.
Well
But
done by her.
still,
Frode, what are you doing out of position when you're seeing this in replay? Come on, man.
Timeout?
Yeah. That's the first timeout. Each team has one timeout each. So, Håkon, while they have a timeout, I have a question for you. So, on the first practice, would you just blade someone really hard in the end zone who never had catched this before?
No.
No, you wouldn't. So you would throw a slower pass, right? Yeah. So even if they're open, you should throw it, but you should adjust the speed for the
Skill of the player.
skill of the player, right? So I've done this before.
I'll
and think
agree
of-
to that,
Yeah.
but I will also say that, like, if you're on a tournament in a final and one of your players is open in the end zone,
Yeah,
I would
hit-
expect
you hit that.
I would expect my players, like, or I would respect my
Yeah.
teammates enough that I would make that shot, and I'm glad that Martin did.
Yeah. I'm
It
glad
would be
Martin did
worse
as well.
if she was super open. He was like, no, she's like a girl and she just started playing. Fuck that, I'm throwing to some other guy.
I agree.
Great times.
But I think I would hit it, but I think I would hammer it instead of blading it.
Well, then Frode would have got it.
Oh, I don't think so.
Then you should be on this field. Why aren't you in the final? I was like, if you know everything.
My knee is cracked.
Also, you played for TSI and not Messiah Complex.
Yeah, true. I'm not Swede.
No offense to TSI, you're all lovely people, but you weren't making the finals this year.
No.
You have like 2 years before then.
We lost all our games yesterday, so maybe I'm just talking shit.
Who knows? Oh, you do have some experience.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. So, what do you think they're talking about in this? We see here we see some replays, but in the timeouts, what do you think they're talking about? More importantly, something I didn't catch: who took the timeout?
I'm not sure actually. I have no idea who took the timeout. Do you know? No, we didn't catch that.
We're sorry, we're terrible commentators. We don't know who took the timeout. I would presume that Pancake feel their plan is working. They're up by quite a lot for being a final. So I think they're just talking about how to keep doing what they're doing. For Messiah Complex, I would assume that what they're talking about, they're still huddled while Pancake are done with their timeout.
Yep.
So Messiah Complex are probably talking about how to beat that zone. So the question now for you, Aslak, is if you are Pancake, you presume that they're discussing how to beat your zone. Do you zone this point?
Well, that's a hard question because if you zone this point and you actually get a D, they're crushed.
Moral crusher.
Yeah, that's a moral
If you
crusher.
zone this point and but if you like play 2 normal points and then zone, then
Yeah.
they forget everything.
Yeah, that's true. So that's a dilemma. Personally, I like the moral crusher. I just like we're gonna zone them again, but just switch up the zone a little bit so they don't actually know what we're working at, and then just crush them again.
It
And we
looks
can
like
see
Pancake
they're
are
doing
agreeing
it.
with you.
They're doing it.
Yep, Pancake agree with us, look. Moral crusher is coming in.
Yeah. Or a good mental up for
Nice
Messiah. And you see them working this up and
Shirley moves.
oh, that's it.
There it
Yeah.
is. Very nice.
Just let Jumping James didn't read that correctly and took a step too far.
Your moral crusher went to shit.
Yeah, so now my Pancake's morally crushed.
Yeah.
Right.
So gambles. I don't like gambles. I have to play it safe. I was like,
Yeah.
Pancake, you should have taken like 2 points, man. So the new players forget everything they were told, and then you play zone again.
Yeah, but still, that was the experienced players taking that point, though. But
Fine.
Yeah.
Who am I? I'm not in the final either.
No.
Who am I to tell anyone how to play?
no, but I like gambling, so I would go for the moral crusher.
Ooh, gambling is bad.
But I wouldn't do the same zone. I would do a different zone, so they had to change it up.
Christian here passing to Eric, who passes to Ibra for a beautiful quick score for Pancake.
He just toasted the lines beautifully.
That was textbook.
Yeah.
Very, very nice by Ibra and Eric and pretty much the entire Pancake team.
So how many passes were that? 2 passes, score,
And 3 maybe, but they were all really quick.
and that's like 15 seconds.
Very, very nice.
I think
there.
talked about this other games, but when you use a short time scoring, you can use all your energy on defense, and that's a big advantage.
And that helps a lot. Let's see what Martin
They're
and his,
still doing that zone.
It's still a zone, yeah. They don't think that Messiah Complex really beat their zone or figured it out. And now the Messiah Complex are kind of stuck in their own end zone.
They get
Bleeding
that.
out of it. Boo-boo with the disc.
Fuda is not really following behind there, so
He doesn't respect the deep option.
no. But they don't throw it either, so
Oh,
it's
they
too
did.
far away.
They did like a point ago.
Yeah, they did.
Well, we discussed it for like 10 minutes. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, Christian was there, but just barely couldn't make it.
Fuda's calling for the honor to come close.
Lefty backhand fake. I
And
love
they
it.
put up the wall. And I think.
Oh, no.
Oh!
Oh.
Is that a risky pass or not?
I would call that a risky pass.
I would call that a risky pass.
Yep.
I think Eric was like 2 centimeters away from
That's,
just taking that out.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I wouldn't take that pass.
Okay. On a scale from 1 to 10.
That wasn't so great. No, but I mean,
I
a
would take
score
a
is a
different
score.
bet.
A score is a score.
It worked, right?
Yeah.
So they got 6-10 and they're 4 down, but they're playing better now than the first half of the game, and it's a game to 15 or 45 minutes. We're just half game.
Yeah. So this is, of course, where we have to discuss the fact that Messiah Complex only have 1 sub. And as far as I've seen, Martin has not subbed out, neither has Patrick. So
Yeah.
while Pancake have 3 substitutions on the bench, is that now we're approaching, a normal game is 30 minutes in this tournament. We're approaching 30 minutes. Are people going to get tired? Is it like nobody really practices for a 45-minute game?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Well, I think that for Messiah Complex, this is not going to be a problem because they don't really practice. They never practice together before this tournament.
Well, they practice frisbee.
Yeah, they play frisbee, but they haven't practiced
Beautiful
together.
pass from James to Ben. Oh, that was just gorgeous.
But it's going to be a problem playing 6 people against 8 people.
I'm sorry but look at this pass. I mean, oh my God,
Yeah.
so lovely.
Just
James.
brings it safe and nice.
James, if you're hearing this, I love you, man. That was
Forgot to
beautiful.
say jumping James.
Oh, sorry, jumping James. Yeah, here we are. Hey, Ben.
Jumping James starting with disc.
All right, so 11-6, 4 points to go for Pancake. Basically, in the time that Pancake get to score 3 points, Messiah Complex have to score 7? 8? 8. Some mathy type scenario. 7.
That's a beautiful scuba there.
So, I mean, it's like 2 points per 1 point we're talking here. So Messiah Complex really needs to step it up.
Yeah.
Martin with the disc.
And you can see they really want to do it as well. They're working hard. And
Martin
Pancake has
to Patrick, and that's a beauty
That's
score.
a beautiful lead pass there. Showing it in front and he just runs it down.
Very
You can
nice.
see that Pancake at this point actually went away from the zone defense and it was easier for them to score.
Sometimes it can be useful to switch up what you're doing so
Yeah.
the other team doesn't get too used to playing against you.
Yep.
Very, very, or can be a very, very smart move. It'll be interesting to see if Messiah Complex have some sort of sneaky trick they can use in defense, because they really need to make some turnovers. They really need to get the disc back on this defense. And make sure they get some breaks.
So we both played Messiah Complex.
Ben with the disc. Yep.
Have you ever seen them play anything else but a man-man D?
No, but
person
I mean
defense?
there are variations on your man D that you can do.
Yeah.
You can play switchy man D, super close man D,
Poachy man D.
poachy man D. You can force middle, force sideline.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff you can do.
Still
Ibra with
seems
the
like
disc.
they're just forcing backhand. Regular D.
Martin gets back to Ibra.
Well, now you see they actually poach a bit in the zone. You see they actually have put up a wall in the zone. Messiah
No,
Complex
it's
there.
just Ibra's alone. Martin is covering Ibra, and he's setting up a clamp.
Yeah, Patrick and Martin has clamped down Christian there. That's interesting. He just waited for somebody to run.
But I mean,
The game is going. There's
Yeah.
nothing stopped. Ibra doesn't bother to throw it unless somebody runs. So we'll see what happens. There the disc goes.
so it's an interesting fact that, you know, Pancake are winning right now. If the time runs out, they've won.
Yeah,
So there's no reason for them to stress.
there's no reason for
just
Ibra
want-
to throw that disc,
Yeah,
right?
just want to keep it.
Oh, what a
my
catch from
God.
Christian! What is he doing? What's that throw?
I'm glad Christian remembered to turn on his gloves, because that was a hard one to catch.
Yeah, he just has to flip down faster than gravity, basically, to get
Yeah,
that
he could be
disc.
like a keeper in football.
Yeah, look at that throw. Look at that. Schmuck.
That's
You
a
didn't see it properly there on the
wonderful
replay, but
one-handed catch from Christian.
he's actually running the other way, and he turns around and he just
There's
like
a-
flops down as fast as possible.
I'll call it a visionary read from Ibra to see that he was open there. I
Yeah.
don't know if I would have called the same, but again, a score is a score.
A score's a score. A score's a score. And you can say that about teams that are winning a lot. They usually have like those margins on their outside.
Jumping
They have
James with the pull here.
amazing these amazing catches, amazing throws.
And just have luck on their side.
Yeah.
But then it ends up not being luck, it's just skill, which is the worst. When
So-
you're just beaten by someone who's more skilled than you.
So how can you see the difference about luck and skill?
What?
What's the difference in luck and skill? I don't know. Christian's catcher is definitely skillful.
No, it's konsekventet. Oh, the bell is going, but the time is not over.
Play on! Play on!
So we should probably start some sort of timer.
Yeah, we just.
Really fast.
Yeah, longer.
What's with where and who now? I hope I remember what the score was,
Yeah.
since we reset
What
the
was
game.
the score?
Yeah, we'll get to that. Just set the start the timer. As fast as you can. Du måste trycka OK först.
So it was
Score is...
It was 7-12.
7.
I hope.
There we go.
Okay, you at home there can rewind and then send us a message if we're wrong. Christian loves with
So,
the disc.
so
To Frode.
we had a big problems setting 45 timers, so that's why we reset the clock. So.
Frode with the disc, one of the central players in this Pancake team. And wanting it to Ibra.
Oh, that's
Christian
must be
Loso
close
is
to
open.
that must have been close to a stall out.
There's a stall out. Oh.
Straight in there.
That's number 13 on Messiah Complex, Peter Rudman.
Yeah.
Kind of loses a bit. What? Where's the?
Let's see.
Who's the what? No, why is there so much high-fiving? Oh, okay, it's just well played.
Yeah. Game to 15.
Game to 15, and it
Two
is
more
currently what? 13-7. It's 13-7.
So would you, in Pancake's place, try to just let the clock run out and do easy passes and play a zone defense to make him play slowly?
I mean, the zone defense is fine, right? But just passing it back and forth, that's kind of a dick move.
Yeah.
We can see here Pancake not setting up the zone. They want to come out. They want to win this. They want to demolish their opposition. Patrick with the disc. Patrick to Mikael. Martin. Oh, Martin to Patrick. Beautiful score. That's a low release if I ever saw one.
So Benjamin beaten there on his mark?
What the hell, Ben? Get low. Was that under his shoe? That maybe was under his shoe.
I think so, because
That was pretty insane.
He faked it and then.
All right, Ben,
under.
I respect you again. That was low enough that I accept. Except you didn't block it.
Yeah, we wouldn't. We couldn't throw that over.
I really want to say speak for yourself, but we'll see. Grumble, rumble.
I've never thrown a disc under someone's shoe.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
At least when he has his feet that low.
So, Messiah Complex taking their time here. I mean, they're a little bit under the boot of the. They have 10 minutes basically to score a math amount of points.
Yep.
Is that 7 points? No, it isn't. It's 5. It's a couple points.
You have to score
5 points in 10 minutes.
No, they have to score 7 points in 10 minutes. Yes, 7 plus 8 is 15.
Oh, but it's not. But if the time runs out, it just stops.
Yeah,
So
okay.
if they don't score anything else, you still have to score 5 points to tie it up.
Yep.
Oh, Christian Loso with the disc.
And Pancake can't score more than 1 point during that time.
Pass to Frode, but it's a little bit off. Frode almost kicks the head off an NHH player watching the game.
He just jumped up and kicked the wall instead of
Was
hitting
it
him.
frustration or
Look
was
at
it
that.
hate of
He
capitalism?
just kicks the wall off there.
Yeah, but there's a guy sitting there who had to duck. Martin with the disc.
Well, I would rather he hit the wall than my hand.
Jamaica.
Right? So. Oh. Getting easy with the disc here,
Gets the
Messiah.
big disc back to
There goes the bomb, straight to Mikael.
long to Michael.
And we're now scored 1 of 5 points they have to get in this 10-minute span here.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, I'll admit they have 12 minutes, but still, it just seemed to take a lot of time.
Yep. So they got the first D.
Jo.
They just have to get at least 3 more.
Overlevde du, eller ble du sparket ned?
He survived.
We can report the
Nope.
NHH players survived, sadly. I mean, luckily. We would never wish harm upon NHH players.
His nose was too hard. Oh,
That's what it was.
hit the wall.
All right, Martin here with his hands on his knees. He hasn't subbed yet this point, and I don't think he can. That means he has to play for 45 minutes straight. That's rough.
I bet he hasn't subbed the whole tournament. If
No,
I
he
know
did.
Martin
He
right.
did on our game, but
He did.
that maybe says something about my team.
Yeah.
He's also
Oh, he blocked. That's amazing fumble.
Juggle.
And a beautiful.
Oh, it's
Beautiful
gonna be a foul
pass.
call. Martin
No,
not happy
it's
with it.
retracted. It's retracted.
Oh,
He retracted the foul.
retracted the foul call.
He called a foul and retracted it. So
Pretty smooth.
it's a turnover. That's a beautiful that was a beautiful pass, but didn't hit the player.
Yeah, it was a bit too low.
Yeah.
Martin picks up. Ben is getting real low this time.
Yeah. He took your advice. Get low.
Thanks, Ben.
That's
Oh, what a catch.
it's called out.
Ibra calls out.
So they're asking the
for a
sideline.
Vilde is weighing in. Ibra says no. Vilde says. So Vilde is not a player in the game, but she is allowed, if asked, to weigh in on what she saw. So she is now explaining what she saw. It looks like Ibra doesn't agree, and Michael really wants to agree with Vilde, I assume.
I would be in his stead too. But it's really hard to
It is
look
a
at your own feet while catching this.
It is a disagree. No, okay. Ibra agrees it was in, and so Michael gets to get the disc there. Keep
Yeah.
the disc there.
But that's like a paradox. It's really hard to call yourself in because you can't actually.
Oh,
That's a score.
long disc to Michael.
Defense number 2 by Messiah Complex. It's like 1 or 2 more in there. There.
Doing really easy scores now. Just bombing it to the end zone.
Well, that's what they were
your
doing in the whole
experienced
tournament. So they went back to their basics, and now Pancake has to do something again.
Pancake should put up that zone. That seems
Yeah.
to work pretty well. And
I think so.
Also, just make them use time.
Yeah, use time and make them not take a cross-field bomb.
Yeah,
Let's just
works out.
let's go. But have you ever looked at your feet while catching the disc?
Yeah, but then I dropped the disc.
Yeah. So that's why you usually ask bystanders or people close by, because
You have
can't
no idea.
actually look at your feet.
You have no idea.
You can look at your feet and then catch a disc, but you
Sometimes you can catch a disc and then look at your feet, but that's when you're like falling slowly. It's gonna hurt.
that's gonna hurt. Like, I'm not gonna fall before I look to me. Oh,
Breakers!
that's close. That's close.
So Christian gets to pull it up.
Yeah. Is
Christian
there
Schopke with the
actually
disc.
is there actually good? That's a very nice fake. Is it actually good to?
Oh!
He just goes for it. Patrick takes it.
Martin with the disc. This is hopefully is Ibra down? Ibra's down.
That's an injury call.
Ibra is down. Kom op, behandel dat.
He's out. So injury. So
I'm out.
injury call.
Kom maar, skjønte hva som skjedde.
No.
Never
No
mind.
stopping in time. So now,
Never mind.
Nei, vi har barnasje.
Aye.
So
So
now Pancake gets a sub. We can see Eriksen. Nei, vi vet ikke hvor det er.
Beklager.
So we see people running from ice. I think he stepped over on his ankle or something.
He has some teammates helping him and some of the camera crew, interestingly.
Yeah. And but people on the field are ready to play. So that's what happens. Ultimate, you try to play on,
Yeah,
clock
just have to
doesn't
play
stop. So people off the field can take care of the problem and they can play
beautiful
hard.
throw.
It's really unlucky, that one. Let's see what Pancake can do against overhead throws.
Yo, just make it simple.
Oh,
Keep it
got
simple.
his hands on this one, Christian.
Martin with the disc. Someone's going to score. Long pass coming. No long pass.
No, there's nothing free. There's nothing free still, and it's a stall out.
Oh,
Fode puts up a strong mark, and the rest of the team does their job.
Maybe
There's
Martin
nothing
is
free.
just used to outdoor where it's 10. Indoor
That might
it
be.
is 8 seconds.
And here comes the TFK player with the ice. And Ben goes a great run, but it's not there. Handlers were not ready.
Screams for a clear out.
And that's good because you don't want too much people in it. Christian and Fode is free. Martin takes the D.
One of a few rare bad decisions from Ben. That
Yeah,
was a little bit.
Christian had like 5 meters on the other side.
Yeah, well, that's what happens. So Martin gets it back, or Messiah Complex gets it back. Michael with the disc now.
So now we're like 40 minutes into the game. Do you think that actually affects Pancake really well now?
Well,
Decision making.
I mean, Frode, for example, has not really subbed that much, but they are in really good shape. Oh no,
Oh, that's too high.
misread by Patrick. So Christian Loso with the disc, taking his time.
Yeah, that's
exactly
good.
what you want them to do.
Yeah. Ben is running like crazy at this point.
Ben is frustrated, I think.
Yeah, he wants to score.
He wants to catch his train.
Oh, that's true. He wants to really fast.
He really wanted to catch his train earlier. Christian Schopke with the disc now.
They
Back
calm
to
down a little
Eric.
bit. They calm down a little bit. That's
Back
what
to
they need.
Frode. Yeah, just stay calm, guys. You're winning. Every pass is a little bit of a win. And Ben jumps.
Ben. Oh! Not happy, and I wouldn't be either.
Play before
But
he's
he
up.
just turns around and plays defense.
Yo.
Keeps running.
Short pass. Michael with the disc. Michael to Martin. Patrick running for the end zone. Peter getting open
They
behind.
set up a clam in the end zone here, Pancake. They stop
Michael
those
with
bombs.
the disc to Peter.
They calm down the play again.
To Martin.
Still a clam in the end zone.
Gotta come out. Michael. And who is that? Is that Marina in the end zone?
Who?
Marina?
I'm not sure because they don't have numbers here. So it's either Marina or Emily.
I believe that's. Oh, well, I'm not gonna say anything too certainly. I got an impression during the party. Michael. Oh,
And
to Patrick.
there it is. And that's actually 3 or 4 they need to tie this game up.
We're getting close,
And
guys.
it's
It's 3 more minutes of the game, and I think we're gonna go to normal scoring and not timeouts.
Yeah. I think, I'm not sure if it's 3 minutes. I think it's 1 minute or whatever. What is it?
What?
Yeah, because we use some time to switch up the board and stuff. So I think.
Yeah, it sounds like that's time they get still.
Yeah.
I think we're ending when the time ends.
Play to the team. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Patrick with the disc here, trying to organize the team.
And they're spending time to talk and also rest.
Yeah, they need to just stay calm. I think none of the gentlemen on the Messiah Complex team have taken a break for some time. They keep just swapping the one lady out for the other.
And
Martin poaching out. That I'm going to say is Emilia, although I'm not 100% sure, obviously.
let's just go for it.
Yeah, we're going all in.
Number
Patrick-
33.
Patrick counting.
There's nothing for Christian to play.
Christian Loso. Oh, really?
Yeah. There was no 15 minutes.
Oh. So what are you going to say then? Is that it?
I think we're just gonna start a time on our watch.
Det er jo bare over. Det er jo bare over.
Fordi vi hadde ikke 15 minutter på den.
Så da må noen beslutte akkurat nå om vi spiller 2 minutter til.
Er det ikke 60 minutter i tanken? Ikke 45?
45.
45 står det.
Ja.
Det må jeg.
Pancake just scored.
Yeah, just score it. It's 1 more minute. 1 more minute.
Oh, really? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 1 more minute. Basically, what's going to happen is Messiah Complex have to score within 1 minute. They have to score 2 points, or at least score 1 and then start the second point.
Yep.
What's going to happen if the score becomes 13-14? Then it becomes a game to 15.
Yep.
How do we control for this minute? Who's running the minute clock?
I got the minute clock on my watch.
Okay, so you're going to call time is over when time is over?
I'm gonna run the buzzer and shout time is over.
All right, so basically they need to score within 30 seconds.
A little bit more.
Or
Oh, well, they need to score 2 times.
no, they need to, because the second point starts when the first one ends.
Yeah.
So if you score within 30 seconds now,
And they're going for it. Oh, it's a defense.
Buda gets the D. That is pretty much it.
Yeah. I'm gonna run the buzzer in just a few. And that's a sloppy pass to Ben. Ben picks it up and goes for the score. It's a sloppy pass again. Oh, Eric's the tall guy. And Ibra gets the score.
That's point gap then. Ladies and gentlemen, winners of Trøndisk 2019 Pancake Circle Limited. In second place, we have Messiah Complex from Sweden, who's really Dalahest, but not really. We'd like to congratulate our winners, and we'd like to thank all the participants and people who have been watching our games.
So thanks for following us, and see you next year or next tournament.
Yes, thank you so much, and have a good day.